I never thought I would be someone who doesn't drink alcohol. Like, that was just not who I was. I was someone who was always down to grab a drink, usually the last person standing. I was someone who drank pretty much 7 days a week. After work, would be down for happy hours, drinking wine at home, drinking with friends. I was that person that all my friends called, knowing that if they wanted to go out and party or have a couple drinks, it was going to be with me. So today I'm over 5 years alcohol free, and I never ever thought that that would be me, because the thought of never drinking alcohol again, number one, it terrified me. Like, the thought of a future without alcohol was really intimidating, and it seemed like it would be boring. Like, I remember meeting people who didn't drink, and I would just be like, oh, you don't drink? And I would take like a mental note, because I would know, like, I don't want to hang out with that person because they don't drink. And so whenever I hang out with them, I'm not going to be able to drink like I want to drink. It sounds bad, but I'm just being honest. The other reason that I thought that I would never be someone who went alcohol free is because I struggled with alcohol for 10 years, and I actually did honestly try to quit drinking like a bunch of times during that period. And I would make it a couple days, a couple weeks, or even a couple months, but eventually I would return to drinking again, really because I just had this overwhelming desire to drink, where eventually my willpower would give out and I would just say, screw it, and I'd give in to drinking. And it would feel so good to return to alcohol again. And I'd be like, yeah, I don't need to quit drinking. Like, alcohol is too good. I'll just deal with the consequences. But of course, anyone who has struggled with alcohol knows that eventually the consequences continue to add up. And so you try to quit and then you return to drinking. And it's just this vicious cycle. So today I'm over 5 years alcohol free. And how did I get to this place where I'm in a place where I honestly don't miss alcohol? I don't want to drink. I'm never tempted to drink. My husband drinks. People in my life drink. And I don't care. I could be at a party where everyone's serving the best wine, the best champagne, and it literally doesn't even faze me. I'm sipping on coconut water or sparkling water, and I don't have that feeling that I used to have for so long, like that FOMO of like, man, I'm not allowed to drink. Why can't I drink? Everyone else can drink. Why can't I drink? I want to drink. Today, I would say I have this real freedom when it comes to alcohol, to where I just don't crave it, I don't desire it, I don't miss it. There's nothing that it added to my life, and I've been perfectly happy being alcohol free for the last 5 years. And this is all thanks to really the treatment that I did, because it wasn't just a traditional, okay, you're going to quit drinking and deal with your life. That's not the way I went about it. I actually used a science-based treatment that I started while I was still drinking alcohol. So I actually went on this treatment in 2017 with the intention simply to reduce my drinking. This is a treatment that actually doesn't require abstaining from alcohol. It actually is intended to help people cut back on drinking. And by the way, most people don't know about it. So if you haven't heard of it, I'm not surprised. It's called the Sinclair Method. It has over 30 years of research behind it, but most people still don't know about it, which is why I talk about it all the time. But so I started on this treatment in 2017, and my drinking just gradually started to decrease over the course of the year that I was on the treatment. I started it as a daily binge drinker, and after about 8 months on the treatment, I was drinking like 2, 3, 4 times a month, and I was drinking a couple of drinks when I would drink. So I had this control back over alcohol. But what happened for me, the longer I was on the treatment, after about a year, I was just going longer and longer without drinking, because I genuinely didn't want to drink. Like, it just didn't sound good. I didn't really like the buzz anymore. I preferred having a clear head. I preferred, getting a good night's sleep and all of that. And so I just kept going longer and longer without drinking. And before I knew it was 4 months, and I hadn't drank in 4 months. I hadn't thought about it. It went by so fast. I was like, whoa, I haven't drank alcohol in 4 months. Like, that's crazy. Whereas before this treatment, if I tried to go 4 months without drinking, oh my gosh, I was very aware of it every single day, counting the sober days. I'm not going to drink today, like forcing it. Whereas this, it kind of just happened by accident. So those months went by, and after 4 months of not drinking, again, through this treatment, the Sinclair Method, I decided I was going to go alcohol free. But I didn't even completely decide, I'm never going to drink again. I was just like, I guess I'm not going to drink for a while. Like, if I have an urge, I will drink and I'll follow the protocol. But I have not had an urge, and it's been over 5 years. And like I said, I just have this real freedom around it. One way I like to describe it is I don't like raw oysters. So if a bunch of people are eating really good raw oysters, I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. They can offer me one and I can say, no, thank you. And that's kind of how I feel about alcohol now. It's like alcohol's become like my least favorite food, to where I don't miss it. I don't crave it. I don't desire it. It doesn't add anything to my life. If everyone around me is drinking it, I don't care. Like, more power to them, enjoy it. I don't want it for myself. And so this treatment, honestly, it changed my life, because like I said, I did try to quit drinking before, but it was always so white knuckled and so forced and so difficult, where with this treatment, I feel like it just kind of erased the alcohol addiction from my brain in a way, to where my craving for it went away, my desire for drinking went away. When I was drinking, I'd have a couple drinks and I'd be like, okay, like I don't really want more than that. And over time, it just, like I said, it feels like it erased the addiction from my brain. So it's an incredible feeling to be in this place of being alcohol free and not missing alcohol, not craving it, not taking it one day at a time. I feel like I'm truly healed and recovered, and that is behind me, and I don't fear, relapse in the future or anything like that. So I hope this is helpful to someone. If you're struggling with alcohol today, I want you to know that there's more options than just kind of traditional, like abstain from drinking and never touch alcohol again. There's actually really incredibly powerful treatments that are science-based, like the Sinclair Method, that work to help people reduce their drinking rather than abstain. And I'm a success story. I've met countless other people over the years. I've got tons of success stories of people on my YouTube channel. I've got lots of videos here that you can watch as well, or check out the link in my profile for more resources and information and how to get started. Bye for now.